Before we announce the next winner, ready for some more 2KTV Interactive? Paint protectors are so valuable to team defense in the NBA.
So, which player led the NBA in blocks during the 2024-25 regular season?
Was it Brooke Lopez, Miles Turner, Victor Wembanyama, or Walker Kessler?
Forward, 6'9", number 5, Kenyon Martin. Number 9, Thunder Dan Marley. At guard, 6'7", number 2. Starting at center, 6'11", number 15, Nikola Jokic. At forward, 6'8", 00, Scottie Pippen. The head coach is Eric Spoelstra. Your Miami Heat.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. A look at the Magic starting group. Paul out there with Michael Redd. Then there's Bradley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Banchero in at the 4 slot. And for Miami, they've got Marley. Harden is out there with Jokic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Pippen in at the 3. Early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the NBA very much open-ended.
An early win streak could really boost the team's outlook, kind of define their direction. So I expect to see them keep the intensity up. So we should be in for a fun one.
Now here's Leonard. Here's Bradley. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Bradley's got the first points of the night for Orlando. Leonard against Pippen. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Pippen. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Eric Spoelstra. David?
Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Pippen, following the basket by Chris Paul. Just 5 on the clock, and it's Jokic missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Paul dishes to Bradley. Here's Banchero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Clark, I know you'd agree. Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Leonard with the steal. Down low. And it's Banchero missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Paul. Following the basket by Jokic. Paul kicks to Leonard. Dishes it to Red. Here's Banchero. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Nice dish from Red that time. The sweet shooting lefty, showing you he's got more than just shooting in his package.
Hardaway with it. Picked up by Banchero. That one drops for us.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Leonard. Back to Paul. From deep. Rebound by the Heat. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense. And now
there's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Here's Paul. After Penny Hardaway's bucket, got that one up quick. Paul's got 5 now.
We talk so much about the passing of Paul, but CP reminding us here, he can shoot it too, guys.
There's Kenny Martin on the assist by Pippen.
you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Paul passes to Banchero. An easy 2 points on the layup. Banchero's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
The Heat trail by 6. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Bradley. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got his second basket of the night.
It takes body control, concentration, and skill to score against that kind of defense. Jokic doing a really nice job inside.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
And here's Marley after Paolo Banchero made that last 3-pointer. And it's in there.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Paul dishes to Red. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Pass to Marley. 3-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got 4 assists in the game.
Hey, the moment Marley saw that pass coming his way, Thunder Dan was ready to rock and roll.
Head for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Red's got 5 now.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year. But overall, 2 teams that were very similar in the standings.
Yeah, they were able to make the plays to come out on top, but it really could have gone either way. And you could say the same for tonight's game.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first. Jokic finds Hardaway. Back to Jokic. And the Heat, another 3. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Red passes to Banchero. Magic moving the ball around. Bradley dishes to Paul. The pass to Banchero. 2 on the clock. Over Martin. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Hardaway against Paul. Pass to Pippen. Back to Hardaway. And again, Miami with the triple.
When Hardaway is feeling it at the arc, look out. He can be very dangerous from that spot.
Tipped away. Outside Leonard. Pass to Paul. Over Hardaway. Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Orlando Magic. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on. I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game, and they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
Miami's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
And so in the game for the Magic, Banchero out there with Bradley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Michael Redd. And it's Paul in at the 1.
That lefty stroke of M. Red's, man, it might be, well, it is one of the best in the league.
Paul against Hardaway. Paul with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Here's Banchero. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
That free throw good from Bradley. Clark, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches, and we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway, but we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
They get it again. Hardaway. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Hey, I love the effort from the defense, but Hardaway able to finish through contact. Nicely done.
Now, here is Redd. D right on him. Shot clock at 6. And here's Leonard from 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
You know, Leonard, very effective from downtown. That wasn't always the case. He's really worked to become a laser from 3.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you.
Yeah, Leonard really utilizing the vision to find the crack in the defensive coverage.
And the Heat call time here. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
is checked in for the Magic.
And they also showed up in the top 5 in terms of steals. Their on-ball defensive pressure was killer last season.
And Greg, you talked about their points off turnovers. Not many teams were better at making the most of their opponent's mistakes. Basket counts.
And far from just a scorer, Hardaway is also adept at finding his teammate.
And here is Red. He had 15 points last outing. Here's Abdul Rauf. Lets it go from deep. Red misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Pippen. Still yet to score. Leonard with the steal. Banchero outside. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Martin. Jokic finds Pippen. And the shot is good. Pippen's got his first 2 points of the night.
Merciless move by Scotty with the ball, completely unbalancing the defender.
Abdul Rauf, the pass to Red. Shoots the three. It's good from long range. And the Magic lead by 4.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Tell you what, that's got to get Hardaway fired up. He loves capping off those alley-oops like that.
Here's Abdul Rauf after Penny Hardaway's bucket. Here's Leonard, the 15-footer. Good. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes off.
Throws it up high and finished off by Martin.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
The shot by Abdul Rauf is no good. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 2. Poked away. Passes it to Abdul Rauf. And the rejection by Pippen.
And it's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as a stopper and a fantastic shot blocker to boot.
Now here is Hardaway. He's got 13. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Hardaway's got the game tied up here for Miami.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some big steps forward.
Well, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
Making a change here. Marley's checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Davis is checked in for Michael Redd. Outside, Davis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Assist goes to Mahmoud Abdul.
1:11 left in the first half. Pippen against Leonard. Pippen kicks to Martin. On the wing, Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. Outside, Davis. And the pass to Abdul Rauf. To the middle. And that one's good by Marley. Marley's got 7 points in the game.
Well, I tell you what, Penny Hardaway doing a nice job using that cat-like quickness and length to come up with the steal.
To the inside. Fade away. Again, the Magic score.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Elbow shot. No good. Shot missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on him.
And that's it for the first half of action.
The Magic.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They did lead by as many as 7 points in the first period. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
They've been knocking it down from 3. You have to give the playmakers credit for consistently finding the open guy. And then, of course, the shooters have to deliver. If they keep it up, they're going to be tough to beat.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition and dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace.
Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Penny Hardaway.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So with Smith sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Hardaway. Jokic is out there with Martin. Then there's Pippen. And it's Marley in at the 2 spot. The Heat shooting their first free throw of the night. Orlando trailing here. Pass to Banchero. Outside Hardaway. Paul with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Ball against Hardaway. The rebound by Pippen. Miami's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. On the wing, Hardaway. Defended by Paul. Hardaway against Paul. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
For Miami, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
1.
That free throw good from Hardaway. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Paul outside. Pass to Red. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Red's got 16 points.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Marley against Bradley. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scores from a season ago. 5th best, Paolo Banchero.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Paul dishes to Bradley. And the layup's good off the glass. Bradley's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
Now Marley, he has 7. Hardaway with it. 5 on the clock. Over Paul. Bank shot, no good. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. It's a 1-point game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Paul outside. Back to Leonard. Passes it to Red. Over Marley. And Red gets it to go on the assist by Paul. Red's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin. You just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. the 8th inch.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Pippen finds Hardaway. And the shot goes down. Hardaway has got 25 points in the game.
Watching Hardaway take over games, love it. Remarkable scorer who can fill it up in bunches in a hurry.
Here's Banchero. And there are the Magic with another bucket. The Heat trail by 3. Well, the Magic last year, Clark earning the number 5 seed in the East. It was a giant step forward.
It certainly was, and I tell you what, they've got an impressive, very impressive young core. And this was the first time they made the playoffs since 2020, and now the minimum expectation is a playoff appearance, and I think they'll be able to deliver on that.
Banchero against Martin. Shoots from 12. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And for a big man, Banchero has a rare mix of moves. I mean, this guy can cross up defenders. He blows by people. Terrific handle for a guy that big.
Back to Pippen. Plenty of space. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 5 assists tonight. Hardaway against Paul. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Magic ball.
Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Sunday and then on Tuesday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And looking at the Cavs matchup, it's the 8th time they'll take the floor in this fledgling season. They'll be prepared for a tough one there.
Banchero kicks to Paul. Outside Leonard. Here's Bradley. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. We've got a moment now to check out how the points have been divided between the starters and the bench for the Magic. Here's Marley. He's got 7. Kicks to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Orlando's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Red passes to Paul. Changes up. He lays it in. Paul's got 7 points.
Paul, so good at finding ways to score down low despite his lack of overwhelming size. He's got great confidence when he catches it there.
Marley dishes to Pippen. Here's Hardaway. And here's Jokic outside. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got 6 assists in the game.
Jokic not lacking for confidence at all there. The defense thought they could relax with him way out there. Think again.
Paul, it's deflected. Now here is Hardaway. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand in the 4th? We'll be back shortly live from Miami Arena. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Orlando, Cummings is out there with Michael Redd. And it's Chris Paul. Then there's Chris Kaman. And it's Davis at the 2 guard. The pass to Kaman. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And that one is good. Kaman's got his first bucket in this one.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Back to Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's Cummings, and the jam by Terry Cummings.
Launching right to the rim, flying through the air. Terry Cummings throwing it down.
Here is Elliott. On deep, Marley buries it from three-point range. And the Heat lead by 1. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Outside, Davis. The ball, and he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And here's Marley. Out to the right wing. Pass to Elliott. Lock at 6. There's the dish to Marley. Lets it go with the 3. And Davis pulls it down.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
On the wing, Davis. Back to Paul. This one for 3. Here's Kaman. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Pass to Marley. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Right against Hardaway. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Red's got 20 points.
And boy, does Red fill it up fast. He can be red hot at times, pun intended.
And the Heat call time here.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Okay, David, much appreciated. It's stolen by Cummings. Inside. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Cummings. Now it's a 3-point Orlando lead. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Marley passes to Chenier. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Chenier, the pass to Marley. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Magic leading by 4. Here's Paul, and he banks in the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And the Heat call time here. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Michael Redd.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Here's Chenier. Over Red. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Make some noise one more time for your Heat Youth Dancers.
Miami on defense, trailing by 4. Hard away against Paul. And it's Orlando with another.
You know, he does it easily, and it's really smooth the way he scores. Paul's form and release on the shot, really about as good as it gets.
Here's Chenier, guarded by Red. They get it back. Martin kicks to Jokic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Magic ball.
Magic leading by 6. Now Cummings. Outside Leonard. Shoots over Pippen. Leonard, no luck. Miami's on 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. To the paint, Jokic. And the rejection by Bradley. Cummings in the post. Covered by Martin. Cummings can't hit.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Chenier, guarded by Red. Lets it fly from 18. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
So they foul intentionally. Marley's checked in for Miami.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now in the game, Thunder Dan Marley.
Nobody near Leonard. And the 3-ball is good. Leonard's got the lead up to 7 now for Orlando.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Orlando. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Paul with the ball. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
no chance. I mean, I care where you're from or what your circumstance. Give me the rhythm and me mash up the dance. Unless I go on, nothing in England. Burn down Babylon, break away from the system. Unless I go on, nothing in England. Love, love to the youth that was told they were different. Yeah. Give me the rhythm and me mash up the dance. Not beg no friend be coming, I take no chance. I mean, I care where you're from or what your circumstance. Give me the rhythm and me mash up the dance. Give me the rhythm and me mash up the dance. Not beg no friend be coming, I take no chance. I mean, I care where you're from or what your circumstance. Give me the rhythm and me mash up the dance. Bring the jungle music for your hate. Feel the bass go through your speaker. Hey, yeah. Bring the jungle music for your hate. Feel the bass go through your speaker. Hey, yeah. Give me the rhythm and me mash up the dance. Give me the rhythm and me mash up the